What's going on there, CDL fans? It is time for another game day to take place, our July 6th game day. Hope you've been enjoying all the D-League playoffs. Of course, the chase for the Soldiers Cup continuing today. We got Game 4 between the Calgary Stallions and the Orlando Rage. And then on top of that, got a good divisional game day about to take place. The Los Angeles Blades looking to clinch the Pacific Division against their rivals, the San Jose Storm. And Brandon Blackblood doesn't want to fall 0-4 on the season against LA. He's really starting to dislike that team. Starting to. He already does dislike that team, so we're going to see what happens in that one. Also, we got some other great games on tap. Buffalo taking on New Jersey. Of course, New Jersey still in the hunt. A lot of teams still in playoff hunts, but one more loss and maybe another team winning could knock them out. So we're going to start seeing little O's next to teams' names on the standings, meaning that they have been eliminated from the playoff hunt. Philadelphia taking on Boston today. We got Portland and San Francisco. Should be a great game there. Roswell and San Antonio. Chicago taking on Indianapolis. We are in for one hell of a game, Dave, if I do say so myself. So let's go on ahead and get started.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every.
Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome to our July 6th edition of CDL Live. Start things off with the Development League playoffs. Matter of fact, only one D-League playoff game happening today. Only two series that are still in action as of right now. Of course, Wilkes-Barre beat Baltimore in a sweep, 3-0, and Syracuse beat Richmond 3 games to 1. So this one, another series could end here today. It's a Game 4. We got the Calgary Stallions, the farm team of the Washington Patriots and the New Mexico Monsters. They are on the road to take on the Orlando Rage. Shane Geiser's farm team, the farm team of both the Miami Mafia and Bradford Brawlers. Should be an interesting game, and really, it's a big one for both teams. Orlando would like to get the series win here on the home side of the field where they got last change. They really don't want to be on the road in Game 5 having to go up against Calgary. The Calgary Stallions, they were down in this series 2-0, avoided the sweep. Now they look to, not complete the comeback, but force that decisive Game 5. So after being down 2-0, can they force a 2-2 tie? We're about to find out. Let's get a look at these lineups. For the Stallions, coming out first for the D-League's Western Division champions will be Pro, followed by Custom Vet. Governor 2 will take the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer will be Pontiac. To the home side of the field, the Orlando Rage. Starting off for them will be Dirty Rat, followed by Silver Vet. At the captain spot will be Captain America, and at 5-point gainer will be Splittin' Image. Otherwise just known as Splittin', but nonetheless. There we go. Pro going to be starting things off against Dirty Rat. Game 4. And Pro gets the lead for Calgary. 5-0 the score. Stallions in the lead. Out comes Silver Vet. He'll go down. 10-0 Calgary, making short work of Orlando today. And now Captain America. It's up to him, and it's not going to happen. 15-5, the final score is both Pro and Captain America go down. This game is over, but the series lives on. We are tied in this series at 2 games apiece, and after being down 2-0, Calgary has come back to tie it at 2. A decisive Game 5 will be coming at you on July 8th. Tomorrow, for the July 7th game day, we started off with a Game 5. Utah Lakers on the road take on the Toronto Canadiens. That's tomorrow. Game 5, winner takes the series, and that's how this is going to be come July 8th on Tuesday. Winner is going to take the series. Orlando and Calgary go into a Game 5. Unbelievable. I had to research the history, but I don't think any teams ever come back after being down 2-0. So we could be seeing a first-time D-League thing. But nonetheless, we got pro games that are about to happen, as a matter of fact. Here on this July 6th game day, it is a divisional game day, and it looks to be fun. Carolina Wildcats and Shane Geiser's Miami Mafia going to start this thing off. So stick around. It's all coming up on CDL Live. All right, folks. It's time for our July 6th game day to begin. Hope you had a good July 4th. Hope you enjoyed the D-League playoff matchup on July 4th. But it's July 6th now. If you got some fireworks left, go on ahead, blow them off, and whatever. Do what you gotta do, but enjoy some CDL while you're at it. Why not? Crack open a cold one, beer, soda, whatever your choice, and watch a game day. It's summer, baby, and the playoff race is heating up. Of course, these teams here on the field right now, kind of a fat chance of them making it. As a matter of fact, the Carolina Wildcats have no chance of making it. But it's Toy Car Demolition Derby, and it's fun to watch these games anyway. The Carolina Wildcats on the road playing for pride up against Shane Geiser's Miami Mafia. The Mafia on the home side of the field. They still got a playoff shot, believe it or not. It's very dim, but it still exists. We'll see if they can help their situation here in this game. Wildcats, Mafia, let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Uncle Sam, or not Uncle Sam, Patriot, starting things off for Carolina out there against Neon from Miami. And we got a scoreless game to begin things, and Patriot gets the flip for the lead, 5-0 Carolina. Out comes Monkey. Monkey and Patriot going at it, and Patriot's got a 10-0 lead for the Wildcats. And man, oh man, what an upset it would be. Mach 6 out there though, and there's an interference. Both cars still up anyway, but back to their own sides they're gonna go. They'll go at it again, and Mach 6 survives that one. And that time, Patriot won't survive, but he got the interference call to help him out. So good save by Patriot, getting the interference, keeps himself in this game. Seeing Mach 6 go at it here. Still a 10-0 game. in favor of Carolina. Looking for what would be a huge upset, trying to kind of play spoiler. Bring Miami a step closer to their doom, and they've done it. 15-0. Unbelievable shutout win. Somehow Carolina finds a way. The Wildcats 15, the Mafia nothing. Good win for Carolina today. Coming up next, the St. Louis Twisters on the road to take on the Denver Mustangs on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back. Another game about to take place on this July 6th game day. Central Division showdown between the St. Louis Twisters and the Denver Mustangs. Mustangs on the home side of the field here, looking for what would be a big win. St. Louis trying to keep very slim playoff hopes alive. They sit second last place in the Western Conference, so starting to look very bleak here for this 2014 Twister season. But nonetheless, a game must occur here. We're going to find out what happens. Twisters and Mustangs, let's get you a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. 5 alarm and Diablo 1. Starting things off. And Diablo 1 down, 5 alarm up. We got a 5-0 game. Mustangs in the lead. And here comes Rowdy to battle 5 alarm. And 5 alarm survives the heavyweight Rowdy. 10-0. Denver in the lead. Looking for the shutout now against Silver Indy. Silver Indy and 5 alarm. Going at it, no interference there. They stay on opposite sides and 5 alarms down. So the score now, 10-5 in favor of Denver. And it's going to be Purple Custo putting this game away. He comes out and right away, no time to announce his arrival onto the field. He just comes out and takes down Silver Indy. 15-5, the final. The Denver Mustangs have defeated the St. Louis Twisters. Coming up next, we head to the Northern Division. The Bradford Brawlers on the road to do battle with the Milwaukee Mob. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Cardone fans, time for another game. We got Shane Geyser on the field looking for redemption with his Bradford Brawlers after getting beat in a D-League playoff game, after getting beat with Miami 15-0. Maybe the Brawlers can have better luck. They are on the road to take on the Milwaukee Mob, team with no shot at making the playoffs. Definitely looking to make life difficult for their division rivals, the Brawlers. So let's see what happens here, though. Bradford Brawlers, Milwaukee Mob. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. We got Whiteout starting off for Bradford, 80 bet starting out for Milwaukee, and we got a 5-0 Milwaukee lead. So, 80 bet getting the flip there, and now here comes Green Indy out there to do battle with 80 bet. And 80 bet staying up there. And that time in interference. Back to their own sides we go. We'll do this again. 80 bet staying unstable, but stable enough to stay up. And Green Indy really staying stable, low to the ground. As this battle between these two cars continues. Neither seemingly able to get the upper hand here. And that time, though, it's going to be the blunt force and weight of 80 bet getting the flip. 10-0 Milwaukee, looking for the upset. Here comes Spinebuster. If anybody can keep Bradford in this game, it would be Spinebuster, without a doubt. He takes on 80 bet, and 80 bet having a great game so far. He's 2-0, looking for the 3-0 shutout. She takes on Spinebuster. Almost had that shutout. And this time it won't be a shutout, but both cars go down and we have an upset. 15-5 the final score. 80 Vet going 2-0-1 and getting that game-winning flip there. Came close to an interference, but that will end it. 15-5 the final. The Mob have defeated the Brawlers. Coming up next, the San Diego Lightning on the road to do battle with the Seattle Lumberjacks. Pacific Division Showdown on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Toy Car Demo fans. Our July 6th game day moving on here. Pacific Division Showdown about to take place. The San Diego Lightning on the road to take on the Seattle Lumberjacks. Let's go on ahead and give you a look at the lineups both of these squads will bring to the field for today's game.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Dirty Snow and Darkwing going to start us off. And Darkwing has a flip. Surprisingly, Seattle's still in the playoff hunt, amazingly, but then again in the West, the points aren't as high as in the East, so you're seeing more teams in the East clinching playoff spots because the difference between the 1 through 8 seed and the 9 seed and down is kind of a lot bigger. In the West, it's a lot tighter. But nonetheless, Darkwing has gotten Seattle a 5-0 lead. Now comes 7 series. 7 series and Darkwing going at it. The Lumberjacks are up right now. Darkwing hanging on there against the heavyweight 7 series. 7 series, just a heavy car, almost like Escalade used to be. And he's got this game tied up at 5. 7 series taking down Darkwing. Now comes Red Jaguar. He's got some weight himself. It's a good car to battle against 7 series when it works. They both go down. We got a 10-10 game. So both teams with a chance to win, and both of them sending out their best cars. We got 24 hours out there for the San Diego Lightning and Buzz Off out there for the Seattle Lumberjacks. And here we go. 24 hours takes down Buzz Off, and the Lightning have the lead. 15-10 the score. Spencer trying to force overtime for the Lumberjacks. Out there against 24 hours. Can he get it done? 24 hours going for the win, and 24 hours has a win for the San Diego Lightning. 15-10 the final. They defeat the Seattle Lumberjacks. And the 5th car is left speechless today, I guess, with the dead battery or whatever. Phoenix Firebirds on the road next to take on the Houston Oilers. It's a Southern Division showdown. Believe it or not, every team in that division still in the division title hunt. I don't know how it works. Well, I know how it works. They've all been playing relatively evenly, but nonetheless, it's amazing to see it this late in the season here with just 9 game days left. So nonetheless, it's the only division like that, so it should be an entertaining game because both teams know what's at stake. Phoenix Firebirds, Houston Oilers, Matt Geiser versus Marissa Fox. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Another game about to take place, Southern Division battle, the Phoenix Firebirds, Matt Geiser's squad, on the road to take on Marissa Fox's Houston Oilers. Let's go on ahead, take a look at how these teams line up.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Firebirds and Oilers. Firebirds sending out Mika. Oilers sending out Nickel and Diamond. 2 rookies going at it and an interference call. He's going to save Nickel and Diamond. There would have been 5-0 Phoenix if he didn't hit the notebook where the scores right now. So, nonetheless, Nickel and Diamond Keeps going here. Ooh, big chunk of metal there. Ooh, that come off of it. Looked like it was off of nickel and diamond. Yeah, it was. One of his, not his front wheel, but like the part that holds the axle in place. So the score, 5-0 Phoenix. And now here comes Blue Dragon. Well, CDL fans, if you hadn't noticed, more technical complications yet again on one of our shows. Again, apologies. The score cut out at 5-0. That's as much as you got to saw, but we will try to, well, at least I will try to reenact the craziness that has just happened here. So, the score was 5-0. You had Mika and Blue Dragon 2. And just like that, it was 10-0. Then we moved on, and it was 15-0. That's pretty much how it happened, because that's how the final happened. And you know what? I don't think the computer likes shutouts. But nonetheless, it was a 15-0 game. The Firebirds had the win over the Houston Oilers. Pittsburgh Destroyers up next to take on the Dayton Rebels. We hope this new camera setup is gonna prove more effective in the fact of, keeping the computer cool to where it doesn't overheat, because that's been the problem. So we're hoping that we can accomplish that with this setup. The camera angle, if you haven't noticed, you're a little closer. So, unfortunately, we had to do that. Usually, I would like to get most of the field in the screen because of all the interferences. You got cars flying off over here and that way. And, we'll still let you know when they happen. But nonetheless, there will probably be a few more because you got the legs of chairs holding up the computer on top of totes as well. So, doing everything we can here in the Car Demolition League to make it happen for you. And, hopefully it doesn't go to waste here. So, but nonetheless, Pittsburgh Destroyers on the road take on the Dayton Rebels. Who knows? You might like this camera view better. I'm not a mind reader, but we're going to try it out here, starting with the next game. Pittsburgh, Dayton, stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live after technical difficulties. This is the new camera setup, as you could tell. Team's out a little bit further than what they normally would be, but just for the benefit of me, putting in what the lineups are later, But nonetheless, we got the Pittsburgh Destroyers ready to go head-to-head with the Dayton Rebels. Should be a fun game to watch. Let's go on ahead and get a look at those lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams back behind their pit lines. So here we go. Game on. Yellow Custom 2 out there against Zapper and the interference call. It's going to actually save Yellow Custom 2 there. Game's still scoreless. Seeing Zapper go at it, and it's going to be Zapper getting the flip. 5-0 Dayton in the lead. Zapper now taking on What Junior. Both cars going at it here, and off screen there, definitely for sure. But still up is What Junior. So head-to-head they go again. And this time What Junior rolling to stay up. And we've got a 5-5 game. 76 now out there. Hoping his heavyweight can counter What Junior's defense. As they go head-to-head, What Junior takes down 76, 10-5, Pittsburgh in the lead. The team that's already clinched a playoff spot. Dayton's still in the hunt. Definitely want to win here. Ooh, what a move by Toe. And you guys got to see it up close now. That's one good advantage of it. You get to see all these moves up close, but you got to see that move up close too, that flip. What Junior getting the game winner on Toe. 15-5 the final. The Destroyers have a win against the Dayton Rebels, and we are officially 1/3 of the way through this July 6th game day. Coming up next, start off the second third of it, the Hartford Homies on the road to take on the New York Empire. Only on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. The second third of our game day about to begin. Tim Geiser's Hartford homies on the road to take on the New York Empire. That being said, let's go on ahead and have a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams back behind their pit lines, and here we go. 46 Junior and Diesel Boy gonna go at it here. Both cars collide, resounding collisions, and 46 Junior has a flip. 5-0, Hartford in the lead, out comes Challenge. And he'll keep New York in this game, but 46 Junior doing his job, keeping Hartford in the lead, 10-5 after that tie. Hammer now out there against Black Bullet 2, here we go. Catch on between these two, and uh-oh, there's a cat inspecting the computer setup. I get scared when that happens. But nonetheless, that one, no car went down, and there is going to be no interference. Black Bullet 2 hopping over the power cord over there. They switch sides, go at it again, and was there an interference there? That came close to Diesel Boy. So as of right now, though, it looked like he missed him, like he might have missed him, so I'm going to call that a good flip. 15-5, the final score, Hartford wins. But that play, that flip, under review for interference. Oh wait, we can't catch that side of the field anymore. So the game is over. 15-5, the final. And now you realize the drawback of having the camera in that position. That was a close call. And he came very close to hitting Diesel Boy. I didn't see Diesel Boy move though. Didn't hear contact between the two. 15-5, the final. Hartford has the win. When we return, New Orleans Gladiators on the road to take on the New Mexico Monsters. That one, very close. And I think if there are any Empire fans out there right now, by all means, you can start complaining. And if there are any Homies fans, you can say, shut up, it was a good flip. But nonetheless, we got the New Orleans Gladiators and the New Mexico Monsters next on CDL Live Station. Alright, we are back, and man, does it really stink to have to really kind of stinks recording like this because, I mean, we are trying to get, the best camera view we can, and, we like reviewing plays and make sure that we got the call right. Well, I do, since I am the ref and announcer here, but I like to make sure I got calls right, so playing like this has got to be just as hard for me as it was for the New York Empire fans, but hopefully everything runs smoothly in this one. We got the New Orleans Gladiators on the road to take on the New Mexico Monsters Southern Division Showdown. Let's go on ahead and get you a look at the lineups both squads bring to the field for today's game.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Hey, cars back on their own side of the field, and we are set here. Golden Rat going to be taking on Dragon to start this game off. Good collision there. They'll go at it again, and Golden Rat has the flip. 5-0 New Orleans. New Mexico now sending out Synchro to battle with Golden Rat. Should be a good matchup between these two. Offense versus defense. Defense wins out. Synchro gets a good flip there, and now here comes Menace. Menace and Synchro going at it here. No interference there. Both cars still up, still going at it. No interference there either. It's a good flip. Synchro down. 10-5. New Orleans in the lead, and now Menace out there against Futurama. No interference there. Both cars still up. Going at it again. Ooh, look at that. Menace staying up that time. But this time, Menace is down. Futurama tying the game up at 10, and out comes Tigre. T-Gray, good defensive car, as is Futurama. Good matchup right here, and an interference call that time. Back to their own sides they go. We'll do this again. Futurama and T-Gray having at it here, and another interference. That makes me have to get up and go walking. Looks like, I don't know, Futurama there trying to get down to Erie, PA, I think. Went in that direction. CDL Studios is in Buffalo, New York, right off Niagara River, but nonetheless, here we go. Two teams going at it again, and two cars, I should say. T-Gray down, but an interference off the knee is going to save him. So, Futurama kind of screwed himself over there, but he stays up that time. Good survival tactics by him. In between two defensive cars, you know it becomes a factor. That time it wasn't interference. Clear as day there. Both cars back on their own side, still duking it out here. Still a 10-10 game. So a lot on the line right here between these two cars and these two teams. New Mexico and New Orleans, both in that Southern Division hunt, trying to keep up with Phoenix. And that is going to be a 15-10 lead now. That flip right there puts New Mexico in the lead. Looking for the win is Futurama as he takes on Yellow Vet. An interference there. And keep this game going. So I had to make another trip there. Here we go. Back to this game. And Futurama's down. No interference involved in that one. 15-15. We go into overtime. Yellow Vet out there against 23 now in OT. And Yellow Vet goes down. It's going to be the New Mexico Monsters getting the win in overtime. 20-15 the final. They hang on. Coming up next, we're going to be going halfway into this game day. It's the ninth and halfway point game, whatever you want to call it. The Cleveland Wolves on the road to do battle with the Green Bay Dragons. Huge game for both teams. We'll see what happens when we come back on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, this game here going to put us halfway through this July 6th game day here on CDL Live. Should be a great matchup. Cleveland Wolves on the road to take on Northern Division rivals and a team that has moved their way into the playoff race, the Green Bay Dragons. So a huge game for both teams. I mean, Green Bay, I think there's 3 points. 3 points. One game behind Jacksonville, who has the number 9 seed right now. So a big game for both teams. Of course, Cleveland hanging on, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. They'll definitely need a win to help. So let's get a look at the lineup still bringing to the field today. Wolves and Dragons.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Teams backed up here and come out on the field. Surf Crate Custom for Cleveland, and Shell is out there for Green Bay. And Shell goes down right away. 5-0 Wolves. Out comes the 1. Out there, takes down Surf Crate Custom. We are tied now at 5 apiece. Now Aqua Ferrari out there for Cleveland, battling with the 1. 1 and Aqua Ferrari, and 1. The 1 has a flip. 10-5 the score in favor of Green Bay. Wouldn't Jet Lee be proud right now? The 1 now out there against Stock 34 here. Both these cars go at it. And Stock 34 ties it up at 10. Good defensive car, Stock 34, and he'll take on another good defensive car, Toy Soldier. Here we go. That interference call, both cars still up anyway. Back to their own side of the field they go. Both cars still up yet again, no interference. Another clean collision. These two cars good defensively going at it here. Both of them staying relatively stable. Both of them just about even in weight, and it's going to be stock 34 getting the flip-on toy soldier there. 15-10 Cleveland in the lead. Stock 34 looking to put this game away. Yellow FXX trying to force OT. He's done it before. That time there's an interference. Both cars up anyway. They'll go in again, and stock 34 up to the task. They'll switch sides, and look at that. Stock 34 down. Yellow FXX forces OT, and out comes Nick D green for the Wolves. We go into overtime between the Wolves and Dragons. And it's going to be the Dragons with the comeback win. Yellow FXX getting it done. 20-15 the final. The Dragons have the win over the Wolves in overtime. Good win for Green Bay. Coming up next, the Minnesota Maniacs on the road to take on the Nashville Nighthawks. Going to kick off the second half of this game day. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, time to smash off the second half of this July 6th game day. And after it's over, only 8 game days remaining in the 2014 regular season. Oh, let's put it this way, it's got me amped, but nonetheless, the Minnesota Maniacs trying to hang on to their playoff hopes against a team that's hanging on to them fairly well right now, the Nashville Nighthawks. So, Minnesota Maniacs, Garen Milazzo's squad, and the Nashville Nighthawks about to go head-to-head in the Central Division Showdown. Should be fun to watch. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, cars have been backed up, and now the first 2 will come out. Diablo 2 out there for Minnesota to take on No Fear. A little change for Nashville in their lineup. Usually they have Orange Chevelle going out first, and then No Fear. Almost an interference there, but there was none. And that time, it's going to be 5-0. Nashville in the lead. No Fear has the flip and now takes on Green 7. Almost said it wrong. But nonetheless, Phoenix has won their game for the day, and Green 7 has tied this one right here, 5-5. And now he'll take on Orange Chevelle. Ooh, got a good move on him right there. Look at that. Green 7 showing some defensive skill, and returned right back by Orange Chevelle, who's a natural at it, and he gets the flip on Green 7. 10-5 Nashville, and here comes the defense of the Maniacs, Black Spinebuster. And Black Spinebuster sends Orange Chevelle flying, but he's still up. No interference, they switch sides here. Both teams going at it, and look at that, Black Spinebuster ties the game up at 10. And here comes Extinguish, the unflippable one. He's been called for the Nashville Nighthawks. Out there doing battle with Black Spinebuster. Go head-to-head here. Still battling it out. These 2 cars putting on a show. This should be a good one. They'll switch sides. Keep going at it here. Both these cars so good defensively. Black Spinebuster, he won a lot of the skills competitions during the All-Star weekend. And he has the flip right there. Extinguish goes down. 15-10. Minnesota in the lead. 1 flip away from an upset. Casper trying to force overtime. Almost did. No interference. They're going to switch sides. This Black Spinebuster stayed up there. Made a desperation move, and he wins the game right there. Takes down Casper, and the Maniacs have the upset victory over the Nashville Nighthawks. 15-10 the final score. Maniacs winning over Nashville. Coming up next, Buffalo Warriors on the road to take on the New Jersey Bandits. Northeast Division Showdown. You're not going to want to miss it. It's coming up on CDL Live. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back to our July 6th game day. Should be a good matchup on hand in our next game. The Buffalo Warriors look like they're on their way to the playoffs yet again. And the New Jersey Bandits, who are trying still to climb the ladder to get in position to make the playoffs. been a tough road for them, and when you gotta play teams like Buffalo, Philly or Hartford 4 times each a year, it's a tough task to do. But they are trying still. Bandits closest they've been to making the playoffs in years. So we'll see how they do today, home against the Buffalo Warriors. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams at their own side of the field, behind their own pit lines. Gregory Fox's Destroyer sending out Pioneer first. Alright, both teams behind their pit lines. Gregory Fox's Buffalo Warriors sending out Pioneer, and he'll be taking on Grasshopper of the New Jersey Bandits. Both cars go down on a grazing shot there. We got a 5-5 game, and that brings out what? To take on the rookie, Pink Lamborghini. And they'll go head-to-head. Ooh, what? Using that defensive skill to stay up. And Pink Lamborghini has them up against the ropes early. Both cars staying up another time. And this time, what will win the battle there? 10-5, Buffalo in the lead. Now comes Kid Custom. And Kid Custom's down, off screen, no interference. What is still up? And we have a game over. Final score, 15-5. The Buffalo Warriors beating the New Jersey Bandits. Good win for Buffalo. Coming up next, the Roswell Aliens and the San Antonio Kings. Going to put us 2/3 of the way through this game day. Don't miss it. Aliens and Kings next on CDL Live. Welcome back, Toy Car Double fans. Game day continuing. This one going to put us 2/3 of the way through this July 6th game day. Should be a great game, too. Both these teams right now from the Southern Division still in the divisional title hunt. Of course, Phoenix keeping the lead because of their shutout win over Houston, but both these teams looking to keep up the pace and, if anything, get themselves into a playoff spot. Last game day, these Roswell Aliens fell out of the playoff spot for the first time in I don't know how long. They made the playoffs quite consistently ever since 2011. They actually won the Western Conference Championship in the years 2011 and 2012. Home side of the field, the San Antonio Kings trying to make what I believe will be their first playoff appearance in franchise history, but they're on the outside looking in right now. You need to beat teams like Roswell in order to do it, no doubt about it. So let's see what happens here today in this game. Roswell Aliens, Marissa Fox's squad, on the road to take on the San Antonio Kings. First though, the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Both teams behind the lines. And here we go. F1 Racer and Sweet 16 going to start us off. Both teams using their usual setup. And Sweet 16 has the flip on F1 Racer. 5-0 Kings. Out comes Dragonfly out there to battle with Sweet 16. And just like that, we are tied at 5. RPG now out there taking on Dragonfly. Ooh, sends him flying, but Dragonfly's still up. They switch sides. Dragonfly's still up yet again. This dog next door goes crazy. We still continue this battle. Good battle on hands, matter of fact. RPG and Dragonfly both going to go down, and we got a 10-10 game. So now that will bring out Motoblade Jr. for the San Antonio Kings. And for the Roswell Aliens is Spectite. 2 good defenses out there. Spectite might have a bit of a weight advantage, though. They'll go head-to-head here. And they continue to go head-to-head here. Game tied at 10. And it's going to be Motoblade Jr. getting the flip. Spectite goes down. San Antonio with the 15-10 lead, and out comes Mod Clock. and an interference there. So my quad runs into the San Antonio lineup, staying in this game. Stays in it yet again. I don't know how he stayed up that time. And it's not going to happen again. No interference. Good clean flip. Moto Blade Jr. grabs the Kings a win. 15-10 the final. San Antonio defeats Roswell. Coming up next, we start the last third of our game day. Washington Patriots on the road to take on the Atlanta Avengers. Southeast Division showdown next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Last third of the game day about to begin. Washington Patriots on the road to do battle with the Atlanta Avengers. Southeast Division showdown. Both these teams in the playoff hunt. As a matter of fact, Washington at the moment, the 7th seed, trying to hang on to it with Tampa Bay on their heels. Of course, Tampa Bay has a bye, so Washington looking to widen the gap. Atlanta, on the outside of the playoff picture, looking in right now in the Eastern Conference, they'll be trying to do some catching up after they've been slumping for so long now. They really need a rebound here as we go into these last 9 game days. So nonetheless, should be a great game. Let's get a look at the lineups here for the Washington Patriots and Matt Geiser's Atlanta Avengers.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash full win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah, they both cars back to their own sides behind the pit lines, and out comes Landlord for the Patriots and Enzo 2 for the Atlanta Avengers. 2 good offensive cars going head to head. And Landlord's down. 5-0, Atlanta in the lead. Out comes Blue 5-12 for the Patriots now. Trying to tie this game up. Enzo 2 staying up as well. Good collisions right here between these two, and it's going to be Blue 5-12 taking down Enzo 2 there. 5-5 the score, and now he takes on the heavyweight Black Marinello. He's been known to come up big, and he comes up big there. 10-5 the score, Atlanta retakes the lead. And that will bring out Cockroach. He's got the defense, and he's not going to have enough today. Black Marinello just blowing him over. Taking Cockroach down like it's an easy thing to do. Final score, 15-5, the Atlanta Avengers. A good win for them against the Washington Patriots. Lucky thing for Tampa Bay, considering where they're sitting right now, too. But nonetheless, 15-5, Matt Geiser's Avengers victorious today. Coming up next, back to the Pacific Division. Portland Panthers on the road to take on the San Francisco Shinobis. Should be a good one coming up on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Well, CDL fans, welcome back. Another game about to be underway. Pacific Division showdown here for our July 6th game day. Portland Panthers on the road to take on the San Francisco Shinobis. Should be an entertaining battle. First, let's get a look at the lineups. Panthers, Shinobis.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash full win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. We got Purple Fire coming out first, and Black 3 coming out first. They'll start the game off. Whoa. Weird choice of lineup for San Francisco. Usually they go the full front line defensive, putting Mach 5-2 out there, but they got Mach 5-2 at 5-point gainer today. What happened during that collision? There was an interference, so Purple Fire saving himself. And that time, definitely an interference as Black 3 tripped over the computer's charging cord. The charging cord actually got a flip there. I think we should give 5 points to the charging cord. He's 1-0 on the day. We got a flip right there. Anyways,
Purple Fire and Black 3 keep going at it here. And Black 3 has a flip. 5-0 San Francisco in the lead, and out comes Solar Reflex. And that's kind of odd to see him out, coming out second there. But he is. No interference. Both cars are still up anyways. They'll continue to battle. Black 3's the heavyweight out there against the defensive Solar Reflex. Interference call there. And Solar Reflex has a flip to tie this game up at 5. And now he takes on Black Bullet 1. Two good defensive cars out there, and Black Bullet 1's down. Solar Reflex on a roll. He's going to go for 3-0 in the win against Spectite Jr. Can he get it? Spectite Jr. also a good defensive car. San Francisco's whole team just loaded with defense. Almost had the flip there, but Solar Reflex up to the task. And yet again, off of a kind of really a bad shot. Staying in it. Staying in it yet again, Solar Reflex. Staying alive here, looking for the win. Spectite Jr. trying to tie this thing up, and it's not going to happen. Spectite Jr. goes down. The Portland Panthers, a huge upset victory, 15-5. They defeat the San Francisco Shinobis. Huge win for the Panthers. Speaking of Pacific Division upsets, you know Brandon Blackwood, what he wants to do today. His Storm taking on the Los Angeles Blades, Alex Johnson's team later. San Jose and LA, their fourth meeting, and LA's 3-0 against the Storm so far. But nonetheless, it's second last game of this game day. Coming up next, the Philadelphia Demons on the road to take on the Boston Vandals. It's our last Northeast Division battle of the night. It's going to be a fun one. Vendetta up against Pink Indy. What else can I say? Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it. Alright folks, welcome back to this July 6th game day on CDL Live. Only 4 games remaining. Let's dive right into it. The defending world champions, Tim Geyser's Philadelphia Demons, on the road to take on the Boston Vandals. Northeast Division rivals going head-to-head. As a matter of fact, this was a 2010, the 2010, however you want to pronounce your years, the 2010 Eastern Conference Finals. And the Vandals, I think, probably still hold a grudge for that series. But nonetheless, Demons and Vandals about to go head-to-head. Should be a great matchup. A lot of defense on both sides. A lot of skill on both sides. Let's get a look at the lineups. Demons and Vandals.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams back to their own sides, and coming out are the first 2 competitors. Silver Demon out there for the Philadelphia Demons. For the Boston Vandals, it's Racer X. Game on, and Racer X gives Boston a 5-0 lead. Now out there against Silver Molina. Silver Molina down, but an interference right there. Racer X would have been down as well, so the 10-5 is scratched away, and we got a 5-0 game still. Vandals still in the lead as Racer X and Silver Molina go head-to-head. 2 good defenses here on both sides of the field right now. No interference there. Both cars staying up and switch sides. Came close to one, very close to an interference. And ooh, timeout called by Boston as Racer X's front end dislodges against Silver Molina here. So at the moment, the score still 5-0 Boston. Vandals call a timeout, their first of the game. First of 3 allowed. So they're going to take advantage of their first one right here. So when we come back, 5-0 Vandals. Don't miss the conclusion of this game. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to this game. Philadelphia Demons and the Boston Vandals. Vandals with a 5-0 lead. Racer X has repairs. Boston used the timeout, and we will now continue this game. Racer X trying to go up 10-0 here for the Vandals. Out there against Silver Molina. Not an easy task to do. Silver Molina did move there, but Racer X up to the challenge of staying up. And Racer X has a flip. 10-0 Boston in the lead. And now Pink Indy out there trying to keep the Demons in this game. Oh, almost did. It's Racer X and him go at it, and that is it. No interference. This game is over, and it's a shutout. 15-0. What a huge upset. The Vandals dominate the Demons. What a game, Racer X. You know, this team wanted more defense on their squad. They got Racer X in a trade right before the deadline, and it pays off. They were just able to dominate the defending world champs. 15-0 Boston defeat in Philadelphia. We head into the last 3 games of this July 6th game day now. Central Division battle coming up next. Chicago Wind Attack on the road to take on the Indianapolis Reapers. Don't miss it. It's coming up on CDL Live. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you. Jim Hull Sr. Chicago Wind Attack on the road to take on the Indianapolis Reapers. The Reapers just got that 8th seed in the last game day. They're looking to hang on to it. Plus, they're still in the hunt for the Central Division title, so big game in that prospect too when you take a look at it that way. Chicago Wind Attack, Indianapolis Reapers. Let's get these teams back behind their lines here and go on ahead and get you the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Alright, we are ready to start this game. Monkey ball out there for Chicago, taking on Blue Indy. Indianapolis tries to match up, and it doesn't work there. Blue Indy goes down, no interference, 5-0 Wind Attack. Out comes Black Testarossa too. And both cars are down, both him and Monkey Ball. So the score now, 10-5. Chicago in the lead. It's going to be Highlight out there looking to put this one away. He'll be up against Gold Z28. A lot of defense from here on out in this game. No interference, they go at it again. That time there is an interference, but both cars still up. So back to their own sides, we have another collision. Again, both cars staying up. This battle will continue here. Clean collisions between these two defensive monsters. Highlight and Gold Z28. Another good collision there, no interference. And that time, game over. Off screen, way off screen goes Gold Z28, but he is down. And this matchup ends. The Wind Attack, dominant today. Chicago getting a 15-5 win over the Indianapolis Reapers. And our next game, it's a huge one. Alex Johnson's Los Angeles Blades on the road. A tie or better, so a tie or a win, clinches them the Pacific Division title. The San Jose Storm looking to stop them right there, and of course we already kind of know the backstory of that. San Jose Storm home against the Los Angeles Blades. It's Brandon Blackblood versus Alex Johnson next on CDL Live. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Second last game of this here July 6th game day. And it's an epic Pacific Division battle about to unfold as 2 owner rivals go at it. Not only that, 2 divisional rivals go at it. Alex Johnson's Los Angeles Blades with a win today will go 4-0 against the San Jose Storm if they can get the win. Not only that, a tie or better will make them the 2014 Pacific Division champions. So a lot's on the line for the Blades right now as far as that goes. They would love to clinch that division, meaning they definitely will have home field advantage throughout the, at least for the first round. Of course, they want to clinch number 1 overall in the end of things. Their opponents here, the San Jose Storm. The Storm do not want to fall to 0-4, and as far as Well, against the Blades, I mean. They don't want to fall 0-4 against the Blades. Brandon Blackwood up for this game. He's been waiting for this game to happen. And he's got high expectations. Doesn't want to fall 0-4 to the Blades. And plus, he doesn't want to give Alex Johnson his, I think it would be third straight Pacific Division title, that easily. Actually, I think it's a third or fourth strike. Nonetheless, they've been Pacific Division champions for quite some time. So the Blades looking to keep that pattern going. Of course, the Storm saying, it might happen later, but not today. But nonetheless, there's a lot of arguments, and there's only one way to settle CDL arguments, and it's here on this field. Let's get a look at the lineups. Los Angeles Blades and the San Jose Storm.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some craft bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, cars backed up on the field, back behind their lines, and those watching the preview of this maybe, because I will send this to the owners of the teams. Camera keeps overheating where it normally is, so a new setup, and thus we got this. Crappy part about it, no reviews, so I gotta be extra vigilant in how I, judge these games as a ref. But nonetheless, we'll get it underway. Far Future and 917 gonna start things off. And Far Future's been having an excellent season, and he has a good flip right there. 917 goes down. Far Future making it look easy. Now out there against 48 Hours. Good defense on the field right now. 48 Hours and Far Future going at it, and 48 Hours staying up, hanging in there. Penny hanging in there this whole game. Almost went down. Far Future definitely looks like he has the upper hand right now. But now, Far Future on the defensive. And an interference call there. Back to their own sides they go. And another interference. Far Future hits the leg of the chair here, and that's going to save 48 Hours. He's still in this game. Still 5-0 Blades left. And Far Future just so tough to take down. 48 Hours proving that he's the same way. He's up for this game, it looks like. He and Far Future go at it, and Far Future's down. Just barely sent on his side. We got a tie game, 5-5. Greelina now out there to take on 48 Hours. Greelina, of course, the 2013 Rookie of the Year, taking on 48 Hours here. Both cars going at it. So evenly matched are these two. Greelina might have a little bit of a weight advantage, possibly. But if he does, it ain't by much. Both these cars feel relatively even in weight. And boy, they are putting on a show. These two teams putting on a show. Greelina and 48 Hours having at it here. And 48 Hours will go down that time. 10-5 Los Angeles, 1 flip away from a division title now. Ratified out there trying to stop it. Ratified and Greelina going at it. They'll switch sides. Ratified staying up just barely as he hangs in there against Greelina. Good matchup. If this game ends 15-5, it definitely isn't due to a lack of effort on the Storm side. This has been one hell of a fight between these two teams. Both cars still up going at it again. Greelina and Ratified. Ratified almost had him there. Both teams, both cars going at it, and that time Ratified staying up. Almost another flip. Greelina rising to the occasion to stay up. Both these cars going at it, and this time it's over. Greelina getting the game-winning flip after a hard-fought battle against 48 Hours and Ratified. No shame in that one, but it is going to be a division title for the Los Angeles Blades. 15-5, they defeat the San Jose Storm and get the series sweep against them in the 2014 season. That being said, we get ready for our main event. Alex Johnson going for 2-0 on this game day. His Puerto Rico Playas on the road to take on the Jacksonville Bangums. It's coming up on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks, to CDL Live. The time has come for our main event of this July 6th game day. As if the last game wasn't good enough, right? Puerto Rico Playas on the road to take on the Jacksonville Bangums. We'll see if we get the same kind of battles we had in that LA San Jose game. Alex Johnson, of course, going for 2-0 here on this July 6th game day. The Jacksonville Bangums, of course, want to keep that 9 seed and catch up to Tampa Bay, who sits at the number 8. So, big game for both these teams. Of course, Puerto Rico trying to march towards a Southeast Division title themselves. Let's get a look at the lineups. Puerto Rico Playas, Jacksonville Bangams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling from east to west. Who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Yeah. Teams behind their pit lines, and Alex Johnson's Playas sending out Black Star to start this thing off against Testarossa of the Jacksonville Bangums, and it's 5-0 Puerto Rico, just like that. Out comes Zap. Zap and Black Star. No interference. They're going to switch sides, and Zap's going to tie this game up. Takes down Black Star, and out comes Who up against Zap. No interference there. Raising shot. Zap is down 10-5 Puerto Rico. Black Spectite now out there trying to keep Jacksonville in this game. Can he do it out there against Who? 2 good defensive cars on the field right now. Almost both of them went down. That time the game is going to end. Alex Johnson with a pair of 15-5 wins. Final score 15-5. Puerto Rico getting the win over Jacksonville. So the play is victorious today. And the Bangums and the Dragons now tied for 9. Not sure how the tiebreaker is looking right now. I have to check the stats. You're going to get to see where the standings are after my whole spiel and conclusion here. But nonetheless, Dragons and Bangums tied for 9th right now in the Eastern Conference playoff race, if I remember correctly. But nonetheless, that is the end of our July 6th game day. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun watching. Coming up tomorrow's game day. Huge game day, a lot of great games. Brandon Blackblood's 2 teams going head-to-head as the San Jose Storm will be on the road to take on the Tampa Bay Gators. San Diego Lightning are taking on the Jacksonville Bangums. San Francisco Shinobis are taking on the Atlanta Avengers. Portland Panthers and Puerto Rico Playas. Roswell Aliens and Bradford Brawlers. Los Angeles Blades and the Washington Patriots. Nashville at Hartford. You're going to see Minnesota at Boston, New Orleans at Pittsburgh. You're going to see, let's see what else. You're going to see Indianapolis at Wanda. Well, it's there. And that's not even including the main event, the Chicago Wind Attack on the road to take on the Buffalo Warriors. All of that happening tomorrow on CDL Live. No team will have a bye. You're not going to want to miss it, so don't take a bye yourselves. July 7th game day tomorrow. Till then, thank you for watching the Car Demolition League, and peace.